Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. We are live for the Justerini and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. We are on the Zakara Polo Ground in the heart of Reading, in the middle of England, 16 degrees Celsius, 20% chance of rain. Gosh, that is a good stat to have after all of the rain we've been having here in the UK. So a very, very warm welcome. You can see we're just getting ready to set off there. Facundo Pierres for Park Place, having some fun with the umpires before they start. I am Carl Uda Martinez, your commentator for this afternoon's match. So a very, very warm welcome. Juan Britos in the green hat there for Park Place, always smiling, having a quick word with Peter Wright, umpire Ben Turner. They are our mounted officials, and Tim Bound there, the third man, eye in the sky. That's a great shot to see these guys having a nice smile before the match get underway. So a very, very warm welcome. It is the 10th game of this Prince of Wales Trophy, the Justerini and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy, running for the last couple of weeks. The final is this weekend at the Royal County of Berkshire, and a big thank you to Jamie Morrison for hosting this tournament. The Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club, synonymous with royalty. In 1986, the Prince of Wales opened and founded and was the first member of the club for the Royal County of Berkshire, and long-standing relationship it has had. And a big thank you to Justerini and Brooks as well for their sponsorship for this tournament. J&B, over 4,000 collection of rare and the finest wines and spirits and whiskies up in St. James's in London. Do look them up, Justerini and Brooks, and a big thank you for them. Royal Warrant, I think in King George time, back in the late 1700s, King George III, and a Royal Warrant ever since. So again, cementing that partnership with the sport of kings, with polo. And we have some kings. We have some kings of the sport out there this afternoon. Park Place, I'll be playing in the blue. Andre Borodin's Blue Army against Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine, which is a union of two French organisations this season. It's the English high goal season for Murus Sanctus. It's from Corinne Ricard and La Magdeleine from Alexandre Garès. So they've come together. Alexandre Garès will be playing the Prince of Wales Trophy and the Queen's Cup, while Corinne Ricard will be playing the Gold Cup. So it's the first ever high goal experience for Alexander, who has a farm about 40 minutes from Paris. And he is kicking off with the Prince of Wales Trophy for the start of this high goal season. Joining him, Matt Perry, Englishman Facundo Sola, and Sapo Cassette. We will kick off now with the list, and let's have a look at them properly. You can see the scoreboard there. The pitch looks amazing. So here we go for Park Place in the blue. Andre Borodin, the Russian patron now, with a huge organisation playing high goal for the last few years now. 0 goals. Will Harper, young Will Harper at number 2 with 4 goals. Juan Britos, 8-goal handicap. Number 3, and then at the back, the 10-goaler, the man, Facundo Pierres for Park Place. 22-goal team. And then let's have a look at the white shirts today. Will they all play in for Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine? Alexandre Garès, 0 goals. Number 1 position, Matt Perry at 2, the Englishman, 5 goals. Guillermo Cassette, or Sapo Cassette, as we like to call him, at the number 3 position in a 9-goal handicap. And at the back, Facundo Sola of 8 goals. Also a 22-goal team for Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine. Our mounted officials, as you can see, we had a little look at them earlier. We got Ben Turner, who was actually on the left there, and Peter Wright on the right. And then third man, Tim Bound, up in the sky to make sure that they are watching and paying attention to this match. So it is the 10th game. It is the 7th match, and we will see how this game unfolds. I'll run through who's winning and who's losing at the moment. I wonder what they're talking about, those two boys. Do you think they're talking about the fact that it's not raining? Oh, there's some finger. There's some. That's a cheeky finger from Peter Wright. The way he calls over a player. Well, hopefully, they're having a laugh about something. Oh, I'd love to be on that horse now, listening to what those guys are about to talk about. Just going into a high goal match with some of the strongest players from around the world. There's Matt Perry in the burgundy hats. The Englishman, 29 years of age, scored 3 goals against their debut the other day against Talandrakas. There's Sapo Cassette, or Guillermo Cassette in the blue, and at the back in the very nice multicoloured helmet for the number 4 position, Facundo Sola. So 2 Facundos out there, one on either side. and two rival teams ready to do battle. There is Alexandra Gares playing the Prince of Wales Trophy and the Queen's Cup. And they've joined forces with Corinne Ricard from Murus Sanctus. So we've got Murus Sanctus Magdeleine. That is why we've got the combination of the name. And Corinne will be playing the Gold Cup. But this is the first time for the high goal experience for Alexandra, who has a farm about half an hour, 40 minutes, located from Paris. Park Place watching on, organisation. I'm going to ask the players to line up from the umpires. We'll be stopping each chukker for a free change so the players can get onto fresh horses. 7th match day of this tournament. The final at the weekend. We've got another game tomorrow. We had a game scheduled this morning at 11 o'clock. That's been changed now over to tomorrow. Emlaw versus Vikings. So that's another change. There's a Castagnola, a Barto Castagnola hiding behind the tent, coming to watch and support to see what the other oppositions and teams are doing. So tomorrow looks to be quite a busy day. We've got Chocomole versus Scone Polo, the Cambiasos, and then we will be having the rescheduled match of Emlaw versus Vikings. So with their run out before, Park Place went into overtime on last week. They were playing White Crane, their second match. They've scored 12-11, took that win. And then Murus Sanctus had a great game down at Cowdrey. 11 goals to 7 against Talandrakas. So we are away for the start, or nearly away. Look how they are eager to get going in this first chukker. 7.5 minutes on the clock. 0-0 on the scoreboard. 6 chukkers to go. In it goes from the umpire. Straight to Matt Perry. Matt Perry now drives and opens up. That's a quick drive, but surely that's out. Yes, it is. Big knock up the field, couldn't keep it in. It bounces out over the board, so it'll be a hit in to the blue team to Park Place. And Matt Perry scored 3 goals against the debut match in this Prince of Wales against Talandrakas last week. Will Harper, the youngest player on the Park Place team, 18. He turns 19 next week, I think. And we're away. Matt Perry and Will Harper. And look at young Will Harper go. It's right in front of goal. Will Harper finishes off. Oh, Will Harper. Look at that for an attack. Matt Perry got left behind. He asked his horse for a little bit more speed. That was a lovely breakaway. Lovely pass and play from the Park Place team. And up it goes. Let's have a look at this. So the ball comes down to Will Harper. Will Harper goes straight past Matt Perry. Will Harper, 3-2-1, boom! And in it goes. That's a great opening goal for the young Will Harper. James Harper obviously playing for White Crane. We saw them playing yesterday, father. In fact, they had to play against Park Place last week. It was father versus son. And he played in the 2020 Park Place Vara team for the Gold Cup. And he is definitely one to watch for the future. Facu Pierres, Facundo, tries to hit the ball up for Park Place. Will Harper on a mission. Will Harper! Will Harper! And again, Will Harper. Do not let this boy go because he will score every time. Facundo Pierres using all his players. You can see Matt Perry gets hooked out of it and he still manages to take the ball. That's awesome play by Will Harper. Matt Perry, that's twice now. And in goes Will Harper to take Park Place straight up. We're not even on 5.5 minutes yet. And 2 up on the scoreboard. Back to the middle they go. Sapo Cassette. I love watching this guy play. Sapo. He's just come from playing in Tonkoa, a team called Tonkoa, in the Gauntlet of Polo, along with Francisco Elizalde, who both are playing the high goal this season. Facundo Sola. Here he comes. What a man. From Argentina. What a player. 8 goals in the UK, 9 in Argentina. Back to now to Juan Britos. Juan Britos. Up to Will Harper and Matt Perry once again. It's a horse race again. Who's going to win this time? He's well mounted. He couldn't quite take it on the near side. Juan Britos is backing him up though. Facundo Sola goes back in defence. Matt Perry tries to get the backhand and he does, but he does it right in front of Juan Britos. Matt thought he was okay. He thought he was further enough ahead. The whistles got blown, so Juan Britos comes down, takes the line. And Matt Perry comes across. And the umpires have given a penalty Spot penalty there. They've gone for right in front of goal. Look how smart everybody looks in their blue jackets for Park Place. All looking on. Huge organisation. So Facundo Pierres steps up. And it's through. Taking them for a nice early start for 3 goals on the scoreboard for Park Place. 1 to Facundo Pierres. He had a great, I think he had about 9 or 10 goals scoring in his last game last week against White Crane. Just finished playing with Team Pilot. Curtis Pilot in America, Tengolo in Argentina, UK and the USA. Won this Prince of Wales trophy last year with Park Place, so they are back again to see if they can do it. 3-time winner, obviously, of the Argentine Open in Elestina. He became a 10-goal player when he was 19. 10 goals when he's 19, and I love watching him play on a horse called Open Aurelia, a new horse to his string this year. That was nice. So Sapo Cassette got called off it by Facundo Sola. Matt Perry's there. There's a couple of whites. Andre can't touch it. He doesn't. That's nice from Andre. He leaves. Now he goes back in, Andre, to try and give Facundo Sola a little bit of pressure. Facundo still has the ball. Facundo Pierres comes in to try and cancel each other out. Matt Perry can't get it on the near side. Oh, stolen. Stolen by Juan Britos. Stolen. He looked like he was good. He looked like he was on the other side. He now turns around to see if he can take Matt Perry, which leaves the door wide open for Facundo. In goes Juan Britos to take Matt Perry out. Facundo Pierres slows right down. He's got Facundo Sola coming back. He's deciding what's he going to do. He's going to cut back inside. Oh, no. He tried to check up. Couldn't quite do it in time. Oh, I thought he was going to run it all the way to goal then, but the game then changes. The ball's back in possession to Sapo Cassette. Guillermo Cassette on this lovely dark horse, the first chucker called Tesserada. Hits up the ball to try and get away. Juan Britos looks like he's not got the pace there on Sapo. He seemed to have a horse length ahead of him, but he was still pushing. Facundo Sola now. Back for Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine. On his own, no one's around him yet. He's still had time to bring that ball. He's gained a lot of ground before anyone's come to challenge him. Will Harper's stopping up to see if he can take him, and he does. Will Harper with a ride-off. Cancels him out. That was beautiful play by Will Harper. Oh, what play. Matt Perry, you got to move. Facundo can't hit it if you're standing in front of him. And there is the whistle. What play by Will Harper. And they claim the ball from that penalty. So stop in that play will also mean a free change. They'll use that at the time. Facundo not happy about something, but in his nice MVP saddle, Performance Polo, MVP, the Ainsley saddles. You can see them. They're quite iconic with the blue pommel, interchangeable gullet sizes. You can go wide, narrow, so sort of medium, slim and wide fit. They kind of a little bit based on the Texan polo saddle, so it sort of sits you up a little bit higher, gets you sort of up into that half seat a lot easier. And Park Place have a lot of their players in the MVP saddles. Do check them out. Speak to Michael Husted from Performance Polo and see whether you could try one. There's lots of saddles going around clubs at the moment for people to try, but they can be changed to fit any horse, and they are very comfortable. I've got a couple myself and absolutely love playing in them. So 3 goals to Park Place. Half chucker now change. All the horses will be changed throughout. It's a really good way of getting the horses ready for the high goal season. This is the kickoff of the long English season, and what a competitive season it is. 12 teams. 12 teams of the Prince of Wales Trophy. That doesn't normally happen. This is fantastic. And how good is it to be playing polo after such a dire year? What a horrible year. We've had a black void. Yes, we got a little bit of polo played last year, but it wasn't ideal. And it is so nice now to see people back, people watching, cars here on the sidelines, families supporting. Look, there we go. It was like we planned it. Look at that. Barto drinking some mate, some there, and enjoying a little bit of downtime in between playing games. Barto Castagnola. But it's so good. Polo is back, ladies and gentlemen, and finally the rain has stopped. Finally, after... But you know what? Polo's managed to keep going. It has managed to keep going, but what a captivating season we're going to have with the Cartier Queen's Cup. Oh, no, Will. No, Will. What did you do? Oh, no, Will. No. And Matt Perry he will crucify you for that one, Will. And he did. You've got him up on 2 goals and he is not going to let you do a third. So Matt Perry comes in there. Unfortunate for Will. He just miscued that completely and he's given away a goal. Oh, he'll be kicking himself for that. Will Harper, well done to Matt Perry. 3-1, quick thinking. So now Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine up on the board for the first time. Okay, they're calling for it. Sapo Cassette, love watching him play. He goes everywhere. He's such a physical player. He's always using every single part of the pitch. And if he wants to take the ball and score, he can. He could just go from anywhere, Sapo Cassette. And one of the nicest guys on the field and off the field. He leaves it for Facundo Sola. Facundo Sola, it's a great partnership this. Facundo Sola, saved by Facundo Piedras. Up to Will Harper. He gets sticked out of it by Matt Perry. Matt Perry manages to pick that up and then turn it back inside. He's got Guillermo behind him. He now goes forwards. He knows he's got Guillermo. He knows he's got Sapo behind him. Facundo's trying to come through. Facundo does. And he asks for the whistle. Facundo Sola went right in front of him. He can't understand why that wasn't blown, but there was no whistle. Now Murus Sanctus are right in front of goal. There's lots of traffic. Looks like the M25 at 5 o'clock. And there is the whistle. Sapo can't believe it. And there it goes over the back line. Wow. That is a little bit of a breath of fresh air for Park Place. Got a little bit messy in front of goal there. I love the colour of this horse of Facundo's. Open Imputual, another new one to his season this string. This one here, Open Imputual. This sort of liver chestnut colour. Great strike up from Facundo. He tries to find Will Harper. Facundo Sola in the back there, ready. He's been playing with Colin Richard for 15 years now. It's a relationship that came from his father, Ruben, and his uncle, Carlos, Facundo Sola. So it's a huge family thing. From Cordoba, I think, in Argentina. He won the Queen's Cup with Talandracas back in 2011. Runner-up for the Argentine Open in 2018 when he was playing for Las Monjitas. And that is the end of the first chukker. So Park Place, 3 goals, 2-1 Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine at the end of the first chukker. Great shot of patch on there. Andre Borodin coming off the field to change for the second chukker. He will be happy. He's had some good wins. He's had a brilliant American season. Can he do it this year in England and keep that success going? We'll see you soon for the next chukker after this break. Welcome back, everybody. You are tuning in to Polo Line TV here live from England, from Reading, from the Zakara Polo Ground. The rain has stopped. The ground isn't looking too bad. And you join us for the second chukker for Park Place. Are in the lead with 3 goals in the blue shirts to Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine in one goal on the board in the white shirts. It is the Prince of Wales trophy. It is the Justerini and Brooks 2000, or should I say 2021 Prince of Wales trophy. So, Park Place won just in overtime in their first game against White Crane last week. Murus Sanctus had a great win against Talandrakas. That was a good game on Friday. And these two forced to meet each other now. And that is a good shot of the polo mallets that we use, waiting to be used to go on to the field. We're going to start in from the back line. Facundo Pierres turned 35 last week. Won this tournament last year for Park Place. 3-time winner of the Argentine Open with Elestina. 5-time winner of the Gold Cup for the British Open. And like I said earlier, finished an American season with Curtis Pilot, playing with his brother, Gonza. Here we go. Up he goes. Facundo Pierres takes it from underneath Facundo Sola's nose. A little bit too close to those noses. Horse and Facundo Sola's, and I think he's been blown for that. Yes, he has. Here he comes. There's the line, and Facu thought he was okay, but the other Facundo said no. So there'll be a whistle to Murus Sanctus and a penalty in favour for them. Sapo Cassette, or Guillermo Cassette Jr. jumping onto a horse called Mandela. This is Mandela, his second chucker. He's got a spare that he'll be changing onto called Charito. That's a nice shot. So, just slightly off to the centre of goal. Sapo Cassette's going to want a nice approach to this, a nice even platform, a good stride off his horse, off Mandela as he comes in, takes one big swing, up, up, up it goes. That's such a great shot. No chance of that being pout out of the air by any of the Park Place boys. The flag goes up, and that is a great, great conversion from Sapo as he strikes that so beautifully. 3-2. Facundo Pierres this time. Backed by Sapo Cassette. These guys have played against each other many times. Will Harper, great, tries to go for the hook and gets a little cheeky backhand, but Sapo Cassette picks it back up, clears it now. He's got Matt Perry going up. He's got Alexandra in the middle. And waiting for him is Park Place. Will Harper, young Will Harper. In comes Facundo Sola. A little layback for him just to pull out Will Harper. So Facundo's now on his own. They're advancing, taking meters and meters of ground as they come up. Straight back again to Guillermo, to Sapo. But he loses that one. Backed by Juan Britos. Cheeky little play from him. I love watching Juan Britos and Facundo play. It's a great partnership. Oh, now, so what Facundo Pierres did to Facundo Sola earlier, Facundo Sola has just done to Facundo Pierres by the looks of it. Let's have a look. So he cut back inside, created a new line, and in comes Facundo Sola. No doubt about that one. That's a pretty easy one to recognise. So 60-yard penalty. And there he is. The beautiful Juan Britos, wearing also the most beautiful Casa Faglione boots, handcrafted boots, only 80 made a year, and decades of craftsmanship. Just like the breeding of Juan Britos. He is a handsome man, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, and what a player. Just had an amazing season in America and look forward to seeing him this year and this partnership develop. It's a 60-yard penalty for Pierres. Up, up, up it goes. And it's through. Conversion through just as high as Sapo's earlier. Facundo can do it too. And back to the middle they return. Open Cinetica. Open Cinetica is one of Facundo's new horses this year. He's jumped on that one, Facundo Pierres. Matt Perry on the near side and then off the offside. Had a good game against Talandrakas, scoring some great goals last week. This promises to be a really good game. Oh, stolen. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Play continues. Oh, another bump and grind. And it all calms down. Someone's got to hit it. Sapo says, I've got to hit it. Move out the way. There's a lot of traffic. And it's gone. Wow. Defense all over the place, the blue team. Just trying to squish these white shirts out the way and keep them from getting anywhere near their goal. It wasn't pretty, but they managed to keep it out. And it is now a hit into Park Place. Oh, look at the handsome man. Another handsome man, Malcolm Borwick. Malcolm Borwick played for England many a time. Royal Salute Ambassador. And a perfect English gentleman. Great to see Malcolm. Oh, what a bumping ride off there from Juan Britos on Facundo Sola. Oh, look at this. And Facundo, I was going to say if he managed to keep that and take it with him, that would have been impressive. Good pressure from Britos on Sola. Look, what a turn. Did you see how quickly Matt Berry's horse stopped and turned then? He checked it down and reversed nearly. And Will Harper came in to try and challenge. Let's have a look at this a little bit today. So Matt Perry had the line. Will Harper's there. No, he turned around, did a complete 180, complete circle right in front of Matt Perry. Stopping this chukker now. Free change for these horses and for these players. Will Harper playing with his father many years now against him in this high gold tournament. One definitely to watch for the future. He's got a bright future for sure. Only 18, 19 next week. Jumps onto a stunning grey. Andre Borodin. Found a good place in the US Open final along with his team. With a different lineup than this. They had Hilario Ulloa on board. Not Facundo Pierres. But a great run for him. CV Whitney Cup Park Place winners. Beating Scone, and then they got knocked out early doors in the USPA Gold Cup, but then they came back with a vengeance for the US Open, making the final against Scone, against the father and son duo Cambiasos, and just couldn't quite get it at the end. But what a season Park Place have had, and what a season Facundo Sola's having had and is going to have. I mean, he's going to be playing the Argentine Open with RS Murus Sanctus, with Sapo, with Pablo Madonna and Juan Martín Nero. They're going to be the highest rated team with Elestina with 39 goals. That is going to be one team to watch for the Argentine Open. And he is so synonymous with this team, Murus Sanctus and Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine with Corinne Ricard. He loses it there a little bit to Will Harper. Young Will Harper now comes through. Good strike from him along the ground. Tries to find Facundo. I think he does. Facundo picks it up on the near side. There's nothing wrong with that. Sapo Cassette's been left behind. Facundo, he got a little bit behind there. He went off a little bit to the angle, but he can score at impossible angles, this boy. Through it goes. Facundo Pierres just made sure he put that one away. Nice read from Will Harper. Up to Facundo. And with a little chip and a neck, in it goes. 5 goals to 2. Welcome, everybody. If you're tuning in from around the world, do let us know where you're tuning in from. We've been having people tune in from all over: Thailand, Argentina, India, Singapore, France, Italy. What a steal. What a steal from Facundo. Oh, I couldn't keep hold of it. Facundo Sola comes in. Sapo calls for it. There's a little pass from Facundo to Sapo. Matt Perry's out there. He's going to go for the next shot. Oh, Matt Perry, surely. Oh, what a goal from Matt Perry. Now he's woken up. Now he's awake. And that is what you can't let the Englishman do, because he will punish you. Look at this. He's going in the completely different direction. Boom. Next shot. Through it goes. Oh, Matt Perry, every day. Yes. What a goal. And he scored 3 like that last week against Talandrakas. Super well mounted. On a horse called Xena. That was Xena. Xena Warrior Princess, definitely. Oh, looked like there was a little bit of a sandwich there, but no whistle coming through. It wasn't enough for the umpires to call. Britos trying to get it away. 2 white shirts on the other side of Britos. And there is a whistle there. So we're going to get a whistle for... Let's have a look. So Juan Britos tried to take it on the near side. It gets knocked forward. Will Harper comes in, gets backed. And then we had the whistle before Juan Britos made that play. Jack Richardson, also represented England many a time. Malcolm Borwick, 2 Englishmen. I was going to say both gentlemen on and off the field. Of course they are. Malcolm Borwick, the epitome of English gentleman, and Jack Richardson also. Hey, Jack. Great. This is a nice attack. This is a lovely attack. Facundo Sola, Facundo Sola, Facundo Sola. Oh, just lovely polo from Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine. Now they're working now. They're making everybody play their position. Will Harper, not a chance on when Facundo Sola wants to do something like that. He will score, and straight away we are 1 goal difference, 5-4. As they come back to the middle, only about a minute to go. You got to think this man, Facundo Sola, he's won the French Open with Corinne Ricard. He's won the Argentine, runner-up of the Argentine Open when he played for Las Monjitas, the Hurlingham Open, runner-up. He's been playing for many, many years. And this relationship with this team has been going on for about 15 years now. And actually before him, his father and his uncle Carlos. And look at him go. Love his hat as well. What a cool hat. Love the design. So, cleared by Park Place. Time now. 30 seconds. Buzzer is sounded as Juan Britos asks for a little bit of speed as he goes down the far side. Sapo Cassette coming back in. There's not much on the clock. They've got to do something with it if they want one before the end. They both run over that one. Facundo Pierres comes in to sweep. Sweep he does. Juan Britos, cut shots. Juan Britos finishes it off with a goal just to edge them forwards a little bit more before the end of the second chukker. Pierres to Britos. Everybody thought that was going back the other way, but Britos only just manages to put that through at the end of the second chukker. So, 6-4 here at Zakara for the Justerini and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy for the 9th game for the Prince of Wales Trophy, and we'll see you very shortly. Welcome back, everybody. You join us here live from Zakara Polo Club here for the Justerini and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. We're just about to kick off the third chukker, and we're just having a little break as players change onto fresh horses. And you can see Facundo Pierres just getting a little bit of attention on his shoulder from the team organisation. And what an organisation Park Place is. They have organisation in America, Argentina, huge setup here in England. And Andre Borodin playing polo for last 4 years. High goal, not long really for a polo patch on. And this was the closing goal just before we finished that chukker. Juan Britos had a pass up from Facundo. They're still in the lead, just edged away with 2 goals. Andre Borodin with the blue and yellow, the classic look of Park Place with that lovely yellow helmet. Jumping onto a horse called Open Sommelier, which he bought from Gonzalito last year. Open Sommelier, one of Andre's favourite. Facundo's had a little bit of work on his shoulder. Had an injury in America, which he's completely recovered from now. Had a little chat with him about that. He pulled his groin, he pulled his riding muscle in America and had to be subbed for a few games during the gauntlet of polo. Took a while for him to really properly come back to that. And it is the worst one to pull. And I know my physiotherapist is always saying, make sure you stretch after polo as much as before polo, as riders are renowned for not doing enough stretches. We all think it's great. We jump off the horse and off we go, and we don't bother stretching before and after. We think we're fine, but you wouldn't see any other top athletes doing that. And that's what's changed a lot in polo over the last sort of 10, 15 years. You can see these massive organizations having physiotherapists, fitness instructors, sports rehab, chiropractors, you name it, just to make sure these athletes are in peak condition. And there is a peak condition athlete there for Facundo Sola. Love watching him play, 31 years of age. And look at this young chap, Will Harper. We've got a lot of young players in the Prince of Wales this year, with all the Hines as well, and Rafinho Benzedon. And look at this from Juan Britos. There's a whistle there. I didn't see what that was for. Whistle went. Let's have a look. I don't think the whistle is from that. No, I can't see that. They look behind him. There must have been something else going on that was out of our shot. Maybe there is a technical or something. We'll find out for you and see if we can get updated. It certainly wasn't on that play. Didn't see it within the screenshot that we had to show you. Looks like they're going up to centre with the ball. So obviously going in favour of Murus Sanctus. Facundo Pierres can't understand why. There must have been something. We'll find out what it is and let you know as soon as we know. But Park Place have been penalised for something that happened just off the shot. And Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine have been given a centre hit. Oof, ouch. Okay, so Sola on a horse called Ponderosa. Up to Sapo, who's on a horse called Noob. Noob now. Sapo Cassette strikes it down to try and find Sola. Pierres comes in, swoops in and clears. Up goes Juan Britos for the pass. Matt Perry's there to come and give some pressure, but Facundo just knocks that out over the boards. So there'll be a free ball dropped in for the Murus Sanctus. They take it quick. They take it really quick. Really, really quick. So quick, nobody was marking Facundo Sola. He tries to reach behind. He still manages to get onto it. They took that so quick. They left Park Place a little bit unaware there. So back they go, well cleared by Pierres. And we go back on the other side. Exactly the same thing happens. Now it's time for Murus Sanctus. Again. Oh, don't tell me he got that. Don't. Tell me, don't tell me, no! This is goal of the game so far. Look at this from out by the boards. Sapo canters up. Just a walk in the park, Sapo. Yeah, sure, I'll just strike that. I'll just pop it through from way out here, past the 60, past the boards, and yeah, straight through the post, no problem. Yeah, third chucker. Horse is called Noob. Yeah, that's how we do it. Unbelievable. Amazing goal from Sapo Cassette. And that is why he is 9 goals here and 10 goals in Argentina and in the USA. Should be 10 goals here. Okay, so I don't know how Juan Britos managed to hold on to that one. Oh, he's definitely lost that one. You can't go again, Juan. You gotta let that one go. He had about 5 bites of the cherry of that one, so it has fallen to Murus Sanctus. That's fine. Play continues. Sapo allows his players to move up the field, takes it across to buy some time. He's got, look at that. Look at those two working. Juan Britos and Matt Perry working hard. Sapo moving up. No one's come to him just yet. Up it goes to try and find Alexander or to find Sola. Will Harper does well. I think he got to it and changed the line first, so there was no whistle. He's gone past Matt Perry. This is nice. Now he looks for Juan Britos. Juan Britos goes for the run. There's the pass to Juan Britos. Sapo Cassette reads it well, goes back in defence. Just checks down. Little backhand open towards the boards to try and find Sola. And Sola comes in as Pierres comes in. And there is a whistle right on the line. They didn't like the way Facundo Pierres came in on Sola. Let's have a look. Unfortunate, the horse stood on it. So a penalty will be awarded. It will go up to the 60 for Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine. Another one for Sapo to take. Wow, if he gets this, they will bring them level 6-6. And that's what makes the difference, especially at this high goal level. Those penalties. You convert those penalties, you will win these polo games. Every penalty counts. Such a fine line in the high goal level. It's rather than inches, it's literally millimetres. I'm just teeing up the ball, trying to find a nice little bit of turf. Facundo Sola doing that for him. Is Facu going to take it? No, Sapo is going to take it. 60-yard penalty. Here we go. Oh, it's good, but it's gone wide. Had some power behind it. Matt Perry tried to give it a little nudge in, but that went so quick. Matt Perry couldn't even get his stick up in time. So unfortunate for Murus Sanctus. Couldn't bring themselves level in that third chukker. That would have given them a bit more of a boost, but early days yet. Now, Pierres, what are his options? Will Harper, in comes Matt Perry. There's blocking, but there's now pressure. Just, he's being really, really annoying to Facundo Pierres. This is exactly what he should be doing. Sapo thought he was okay on that line, but Will Harper was fine. There's the call up to Pierres. Pierres has got his stick up in the air, but you might as well just keep going. Facu's all on his own. He's going to, oh no, bouncing ball. Oh, did you see that? It hit a divot, literally pounded up. Couldn't quite find that. Was unfortunate for Facundo. Now, other Facundo, Sola on it now for Murus Sanctus, turns it. Sapo Cassette and Will Harper having a little bit of bump and grind. They're just pulling that man out there, allowing Sola to do a little bit of work. He's going to leave that now for Sapo. Another whistle. Free change. We'll have a look, I think. Yeah, Juan Britos came in front there, I think, of Sola. So they're going to call a free change anyway. 6-5 as the team go back to their ends. Great camera shot on Juan Britos. And there is Ash Price, the giant cog of information and organisation. She is the linchpin, if you like, of the Park Place team. If you need to know anything, Ash Price is your go-to. Making sure Andre Borodin's well there. And there is Matt Perry. Matt Perry. Love to see Matt Perry play. Won the Camara in Argentina in 2015, the Copa de Camada de Diputados in Argentina, and that was 15, I think he did. 3 goals last week, I said, against Talandrakis. And able to put in some cracking net shots at some brilliant angles as well, as we just saw. So a little penalty, I think, happened before with Park Place coming in front of Murus Sanctus. You can see what happens. So Facundo Sola comes across, but I think Juan Britos just gets a little bit excited coming across the front there of the line, and they've given a penalty to Murus Sanctus. Sola. Facundo Sola leaves it for Sapo Cassette. Sapo on a horse called Melosa. Oh, and look who Juan Britos is on. Lovelock's elusive. I love this horse. Juan Britos, the number 3 for Park Place. There it goes. Lovelock's elusive. Watch out, though. For Sapo Cassette coming storming through. So is Facundo Pierres. Picks it back up. Bouncing ball. He's away now. Asks for a little bit more speed. The game increases. Will Harper runs down towards the boards. It's still in play. What's Will going to do? He's going to pop in behind now because the ball's left by Facundo. Oh, well done. And then Juan Britos pops in behind, and so does Facundo. There's 1, 2, 3 blue players. That was very nicely done, and Will Harper still has it. Harper now, he's on Sunset Trading, which is an ROR. Played high goal in the last 3 years, this horse of Will Harper's. A great retrain of racehorse, ROR. Last 3 years in the high goal. Big thoroughbred, big English thoroughbred. Sapo Cassette back up. Comes to Lovelock's elusive and Juan Britos. We all know Lovelock's elusive. If you don't, it is a Hanbury from the Hanbury breeding. One best playing pony in the Prince of Wales last year, with Gonzalito actually playing it, Facundo's brother. Let's have a look what happened here. Sapo Cassette to Facundo, and it might have been the foul on Andre actually just at the beginning of that shot. Spot penalty to Park Place. There is Pablo Madonna watching on. Oh, unlucky. Came off a pony. For Park Place. Whoa. Okay, that's unfortunate. You can see what happened there. We had a Sapo Cassette sandwich. We had Juan Britos on the right on Lovelock's elusive. We had Will Harper on Sunset Trading on the left. And in the middle, we had a lovely Sapo Cassette sandwich on a horse called Melosa. So you can't do a sandwich, so they've given it to Murus Sanctus. And a lovely shot there from our camera crew, Matt Perry, chopping and changing onto another pony. I'm not sure which one he's moved on to. Hang on, they've taken it too early. He said he's gone too early. They're not back from the field. Matt Perry was off. Did he get permission to go and change? Should he have waited? Sapo's talking to Matt Perry. They've given away the penalty, and it's gone to Park Place. What a waste of an opportunity for Murus Sanctus. They've just given that away to Park Place. Ay, ay, ay. $60-yard. Oh, wide. Facundo Pierres running a horse called Open Atradiva. So fairly new, came into the string last year, 2020, for Facundo. Talking to him and his brother, they create about 100 horses a year for both of them. So they sort of take about 50 each and divvy them up around where they need them. Huge organisation that the brothers have. Nice to see some new horses making their appearance in their strings. Look at this play for Facundo Sola. Look how beautiful that was. He doesn't like the way Will Harper's come in front of him, but there was no whistle. It bounces off the back of him. That wasn't great from Will Harper. In comes Sola. Britos and Sola cancel each other out. Guillermo comes through. Back to Sola. Will Harper looks for the foul. Facundo Sola in front of goal. Facundo Pierres has to come in to save the day, but there's a whistle there. Wow, there's been 3 or 4 whistles, and the head's gone off Juan Britos' mallet. It's all happening. Let's have a look. So Sola, Will Harper looks, says no. In comes Facundo. And a bit of a steep angle. In goes Juan Britos to try and stop the attack from Facundo Sola. He loses his head in the process. God, everybody is here today watching this match. A huge organisation, Murus Sanctus, La Magdeleine and Park Place. As we get going towards the final of this Prince of Wales trophy, there aren't many matches left. We had a game that should have been played this morning, Law versus Vikings. It's been changed from this morning's 11 o'clock game. We had to postpone that. That's going to be played tomorrow. We'll have news of when that'll be played very shortly, so stay on the social media, on Polo Line, to find out when. And there's a nice 30-yard, easily undefended. Boom, straight it goes. Sapo takes Murus Sanctus to 6-6 as they come back for the last 30 seconds of this chukker. So yeah, we've got Chocomole and Scone Polo tomorrow. That's already in. That's at 12 o'clock. But they will also have that rescheduled game from Law and Vikings will be playing tomorrow. And then we will see where we all are after that on Thursday. And then the final, the sub-final Saturday, and the final at 3 o'clock at the Royal County of Berkshire. That is it for the first half here at Sakara Polo Club. There are the 4 shirts. They'll be happy that they've come away now at a good position for half-time, ready to lay on some more goals in the second half. In order, 1, 2, 3, 4, they go off. A great effort from both teams, especially from the Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine. It's half-time. We're going to break, and we'll see you back very shortly. Welcome back, everybody, to Polo Line TV and to the Prince of Wales Justerini and Brooks Trophy 2021, hosted by the Royal County of Berkshire. You join us here at the Sakara Polo Field for this afternoon's match. We're halfway between this match at the moment. Half-time, here are the stats. Park Place 6, Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine 6. Field goals 4 apiece, nice and easy. Throw-ins 8 for Murus Sanctus and 4 for Park Place. Fouls committed, 8 Park Place, just topping out there. We've had a few naughty ones from the boys. 5 to Murus Sanctus. No yellow cards. Penalties the same. Safety penalties, none. So 6-6, but it could all change. Well, it will all change. This game, Park Place went with White Crane to overtime in their first match. Very close indeed. I've got a funny feeling this is going to be a very close one. Upcoming live transmissions to remind you about the Italia Polo Challenge at the Piazza di Siena in Rome, May the 27th to the 29th. So if you are wanting to catch some Italian Polo Challenge, that'll be coming up May the 27th, 29th this weekend from Rome in the Piazza di Siena. Beautiful place. Polo Ryder Cup in France, in Chantilly, the first ever edition, 12 teams, 12-goal tournament in Chantilly, beautiful Chantilly. And that is in June the 10th to June the 20th. And we are also covering the King Polo Masters, the Villa Acesta, beautiful club in Tuscany. I've been there, olive groves. It is just the heart of Tuscany. Beautiful, stunning club with amazing facilities. It's a 16-goal tournament, and that is June the 18th to the 27th. There aren't many clubs that aren't beautiful in Italy and France. And we have chosen 3 of the most stunning, iconic locations to stream polo to you. And talking about coming at you, we've got people coming from Dallas, tuning in, Mexico. Vamos, vamos, Murus Sanctus from Shane Chin. Thank you very much. Buena dia, feliz domingo, saludos from Hugo Federico. Shane Chin from, we got someone else from Jamaica, someone from Cornwall. Wicklow in Ireland. Hello guys over there. Good morning from Patricia in America. Watching from Kenya, Jane Wilson Smith. Thank you very much for getting in touch from Kenya. And Mary Reynolds, we are watching from Malaysia. Facundo Pierres, Robert Gilds, vamos, vamos, vamos. Lots of Facu Pierres fans and lots of Murus Sanctus fans. Murus Sanctus, there he is, the number 3, Sapo Cassette. We love Sapo. From Lobos in Argentina. Played in America for Tonkawa just recently in the Gauntlet. And he's going to be play the Argentine Open with Murus Sanctus. RS Murus Sanctus with what a team. Facundo Sola, his teammate today. Pablo Madonna and Juan Martinero. They will be the highest rated team with Elistino at 39 goals. And for those of you that might know his father, Guillermo Cassette, he is Guillermo Cassette Jr. That's why we call him Sapo. 2 sisters married to polo players. One of them married to Tincho Merlis and the other one to Santiago Zubare. Keeping polo in the family. And there he is in the blue hat next to the Englishman, Matt Perry. Had a good game so far, took a while to get going and then scored some amazing goals. So let's have a look at horsepower. Matt Perry is coming out on a horse called Maddie. That is a horse called Maddie. Facundo Sola. And Sapo, what's Sapo coming out on? Sapo coming out on Saruka. Jack Richardson sporting a good look with his socks over his trainers. What do we think he's doing? Malcolm Borick. Thank you, boys, for treading in. A good shout out to 2 of the strongest Englishmen in polo, Jack Richardson, Malcolm Borick. Both represented their country many times. Okay, so here we go. 4th chukker. Second half, 7:30 on the clock, and it's 6-6. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. Up to Juan Britos. Look, Juan Britos checks right down Facundo Pierres. Turns. Goes for it. Big drive up the field to try and find Juan Britos. Juan Britos moves in. Sapo Cassette moves in, though, takes it. No line there. Juan, you were snaking all over the place. That was definitely Sapo Cassette's line, and it still is. Sapo storms through. He's off. He's on a breakaway. Sapo Cassette, look at this horse go. Head down, ears back, and it's away. And Juan Britos has got to go back in defence. It's a bit of a horse race. He's got a little bit of an angle. Oh, it's a bit of a divot. Swept up, cleaned up by the man at the back. Number 4, Facundo Pierres. Facusola behind, chasing him. Sapo Cassette in front. Will Harper comes in, gives Facusola a really good bumpered grind. Up to Andre. Come on, Andre. Nice strike from him. Oh, manages to get it. Just bounces away from him. Matt Perry falls in behind for Murus Sanctus. Slows down, turns. Sapo Cassette goes up for the little pass to the left of the boards. Andre Borodin reads it well. He goes in to try and take Alexander. Alexander Gades comes through, but so does Sapo. Sapo now on the attack. There's the cut shot. Chips it up high. Up in the air. Wouldn't have got the length, but it's definitely got the height. Cleared by Facundo. The ground's a little bit bouncy. He's got to check down. Watch out for the divots. He got a little bit crucified by that one earlier when he tried to score a goal. It popped up. Sapo, just like that one, popped up. Oh, it popped up and it's wide open. Sapo Cassette. I don't know how he stopped and turned. Oh, he touched a divot as well. Oh, wow. Both of these two strong players can't get a goal. They can't get a goal in the 30. Britos says, let's just spank it out of here. Guys, come on. Let's get it away from here. That's just happened to you. It's happened to Sapo. It's going to happen to me. Let's just get rid of it. Will Harper comes in, shows them how it's done, but a penalty on the boards. Let's have a look. So the ball's there. Down the line comes Facundo Sola. And Will Harper just getting in the way a little bit on the line. So penalty to Murus Sanctus, Magdeleine. And those of you that might have missed... Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, no. Think we're getting a card. Oh, we are. Oh, Facundo Pierres, this is the first yellow card. I think it looked like he pulled one out there. Peter writes there was some back chat from the Park Place team. And they've decided to take that penalty from the boards and move it straight up to the 60. You can't go too crazy with the back chat. Otherwise, these umpires setting it out now. They've been quite fair from the start. Umpire's decision final. If you challenge it and you carry on challenging it, you will be punished. And Park Place have. This is not good. This is a penalty given away that will take Murus Sanctus if they get this and put them in the lead. It's not what Park Place wanted. Cassette up, it goes, through it goes. They take the lead now, Murus Sanctus, from that penalty. And again, he makes it look so easy. Comes up, horse on an even stride on the left leg, not the right leg, but he still managed to strike that ball and popped it up. Murus Sanctus 7, Park Place 6. Ay, ay, ay. But do you know what? Watching Facundo all these years, Pierres, that is, he just loves the pressure. I think sometimes he's like one of these players like Michael Jordan. I don't know if you've seen that documentary on Netflix, but The Last Dance, it's called. It is unbelievable. Watch it. It's all about Chicago Bulls basketball, but you don't need to be a basketball fan to understand it. It's all about athletes at their game and the pressure that they have. And there is a penalty back to Park Place from Facundo Sola. But it's about the pressure. It's about the way that they compete at the top of their game and how they actually rise to the occasion. And often you find with these players, that extra bit of pressure just gets their blood going a little bit more, and that's when the magic happens. Couple of new horses for Facundo this year to his string. Britos to the left. Andre in the middle. Will Harper, it's hit a bit of ground. Hit a bit of traffic. They cancel each other out. Britos is there. Juan Britos. No, he can't get this through. The ground is cut up in front of goal and he just couldn't quite find it. But it's clear now by Murus Sanctus. In goes Sapo. This is how he's good. He's great on the breakaways. Matt Perry goes for the run. Matt Perry up front, but so is Will Harper and Andre Borodin. Will Andre get the backhand? It bounces. Will Harper's there. Harper clears. Over towards the boards. Perry goes back in defence. He's got Facundo behind him. He's got a couple of options. Now he's got Juan Britos, but so Sapo is there for Matt Perry. They've got to be careful they don't cause a foul here. There's the release up. Who's there? Britos. This could be a nice chance for Park Place. Britos now. Great strike from Juan Britos. He's got Facundo Sola in front of him. Juan Britos. Ay. Just to the right. And that is a change for the horses. Free change now. Unlucky to Juan Britos. Couldn't quite find that goal. There we are. That's a great shot of Sapo Cassette. Guillermo Jr. getting on board his steed for the fourth. Sherwood. Matt Perry. Having a quick drink of water. No, Sapo, they've riled them a little bit, this Murus Sanctus boys. I can see a little bit of anger and a little bit of pressure, maybe not anger, but pressure starting. Come on, boys. The Park Place team are saying, come on, let's go. What are you doing? Let's keep on those men. Let's keep tight. Pressure is just starting to appear, the pressure we're talking about, but that's when they come alive. That's when Park Place really do their magic. But Murus Sanctus are just slowly turning the key. Sapo Cassette, love the way he breaks away there. Just splits up the field. Drags people with him. Juan Britos calls for the backhand from Facundo Pierres, and that's where it lands, just in front of him. Doesn't quite reach him, though. Comes to Matt Perry. He gets a stick to it. It's his. Got to be careful they don't foul. Now, Andre Borodin can ride on that one. He wasn't sure, but he does go for it. Nice try from Andre. Ooh, there's a bumping ride off, but Facundo Sola just brushed it off like it was a fly and carried on driving that ball forwards. Now it falls to Facundo. He's got to be careful. He's got Matt Perry coming down the line. It's turned to Sapo. Sapo Cassette, that was a nice backhand. He leaves it behind. Now this could be a chance for Britos. Britos comes in, no. He gets called off it by Facundo. Facundo takes it round the other Facundo. It's Pierres up to Britos. Britos and Pierres now. Bouncing ball, he's got to be careful he doesn't lose it because in comes Facundo Sola for the challenge. It's still Britos. He's got a difficult shot on the near side. It's a good angle. Will it go? No, it won't. It'll just go wide of the goal, but they're trying now to just piece these links together. Second game for this team for Park Place for the start of the high goal. In overtime against White Crane last week, 12 goals to 11. Only just. They looked either firing a little bit better now, but Murus Sanctus and Magdeleine are there, and they are putting on the pressure. Sola. For Murus. Cancelled out. Great hook from Britos. Facundo looks behind him. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, what a cheeky little backhand. Alexander went straight across. It's still Britos. Britos, surely. Juan Britos, lovely pickup. Great backhand from Facundo. That's the little plays that make all of the difference. And that is now a goal to Park Place, taking them back to 7-7. .120 on the clock. Fourth chukker here at Sakata. Umpire asks the players to have a gap. In it goes. Comes straight to the stick of Facundo. He's got to go on his own because there's no one in front yet. Will Harper's going up. Falls, though, too far in front of him, and it goes to Sapo. Sapo gets a backhand onto it. Andre has a go. Picked up by Sola. He hasn't got many options, just himself in the front, but Will Harper's waiting. Sola goes through, so who's going to go? Harper takes Sola out. That was a nice play by Will Harper, and Britos is with Perry. Leaving Facundo on his own, unable to turn it and find a little bit of space. That's good play. Now Will Harper's got to rush back. He's going to be chased by Sola. Come on, Will Harper. No, he doesn't connect well with that one. Leaves it behind for Murus Sanctus, and Perry comes through. Perry with a little backhand comes off Britos' pony. Back to Pierres. Pierres now down to the far side. Gets a little stick on it. He's taking it through the traffic. Perry gets a great backhand, just enough to spoil. Britos tries on the near side. Backed by Sola, but it's into traffic. It hits the back of Sola. Hits it down onto the ground. Still there. Oh, well done from Harper. And a whistle there. That is the end of the fourth chukker. That is chukker 4, not 3, as it says on the screen. Sorry, ladies and gents, it is end of chukker 4. We're going to go into the fifth, and the scores are getting tighter. We are level 7-7-8 piece. There we go. Chukker 4, 7-7 here for the Justerini and Books Prince of Wales Trophy. We'll go to a quick break, and we'll be back for the next chukker. Don't go anywhere. This game is just starting to get going. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Polo Line TV. It is the start of the fifth chukker. You join us here at the Zakara Polo Ground in the heart of Berkshire for the Justerini and Books Prince of Wales Trophy between Park Place, this game, and Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine in the white shirts. It's 7-7. Joining us from around the world, we're hearing you tune in. Thank you so much for messaging us from Barcelona. We've got hello from Pakistan. David Shields, greetings from sunny Malta, rooting for Park Place. Vamo Vamo Facundo from Juan Cruz, Ricky. Hello from India. Well done for the broadcast and the commentating. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Vamo Vamo Murus from Ariel Mancini. Bulldog Barbers, Midhurst. Hello, everybody from there. Great. And today, guys, from around the world, if we're talking about around the world, it is May the 25th. It is a very Argentine day. As in on May the 25th in 1810 was the first ever government created in Argentina. So they celebrate with traditional foods on this day, like the empanadas, the locro, the pastelitos. I love beef empanadas. Oh, my favorite. So there you go. Interesting fact. Argentine Day today. So go and buy yourself some empanadas, because I certainly will when I leave here. Facundo Pierres. Doesn't quite get it. And look who he's on. He's on Salsita, the amazing grey. All about the horsepower. He just doesn't seem to be dialed in today. Salsita was James Bime, homebred, and the amazing steed that carried James Bime to many a victory. Oh, Facu. Park Place bought Salsita at the end of last year from James Bime. And it's great to see it in Park Place. Now you can see there, unfortunately, Facundo dancing around on Salsita, in and out of front of that line out coming of that ball coming in. And yeah, can't do that. Just getting a bit angry. The pressure's just starting to get on board the Park Place. So let's see if they channel that and use it to their advantage, or whether Sapo Cassette, Facu Sola, Matt Perry and Alexandra can get into their heads. Whoever loses today is out the tournament. Whoever wins today qualifies through for the penalty shootout. So it's an important game for sure. Go home if you lose. Have another chance in the penalty shootout if you win. Final at the weekend. Here's Sapo Cassette, leaves it for Facundo Sola. That was such nice play by Sola. He checked on the brakes, trying to outfox Will Harper. Then he looks up, then he shoots. Don't tell me, because it will be beautiful. Oh, wow, so close. So close by Facu Sola. Such a great player to watch. 8 goals in the UK, 9 in Argentina. Just closed the game right down, stopped the flow, looked up, opened up his shoulders. Ball brought in now from Will Harper. Big shoulders there to bring in that ball off that back line for the young 18-year-old. He's been doing most of the balls from the back line. Another whistle. Can't be. Let's have a look. I think that was in front of the Park Place player. So Park Place coming across there in front of Murus Sanctus. So penalty to the boys in white. Still 7-7 in this fifth. This is, I think, Facu Sola's Fario, I think, by the looks of it. Easy. Nice to see you. There goes the drive from Murus Sanctus. Oh, Facu Sola leaves it behind for Sapo. Facundo tried to read it. Oh, they've scored. But is there a whistle? Facundo Sola says no way whistle. Sapo says no way, there's a whistle. Let's have a look. So they're trying to blow the whistle on Facundo Pierres coming down on Salsita. It looked like there was a foul before that, but no whistle was blown on that one. So Park Place do win that one. Will Harper, Salsita. Just great to see this horse. What a career this horse has had. Years and years with James Bime. Now one of the best players in the world, who isn't getting himself dialed in today, playing on Salsita. Juan Britos goes up. Sapo waits for Facundo. If you're going to get in the way, I'm going to walk straight through you. I'm going to walk straight through you. And he says, surely that's a whistle. No whistle. Wow, okay. We're getting some tension running out there between Pierres and Sapo, boys and girls. This is great. What a game. This is polo. And there's the shot on goal. There's the shot on goal from Sapo. Sapo. Oh, wow. Sapo Cassette, he is pinpoint accurate today. Pinpoint. Look at this. Boom! Along the ground. I think Facu didn't think it was going in. They take the lead now again. Murus Sanctus, 8-7. Got to regroup. They started so well, Park Place. Murus Sanctus took a while to get going, but it's turned. It's definitely turned. Three whites. Juan Britos in the way. Facundo Sola, far side. Driving up to Matt Perry. Comes off a pony. Sapo, he's free. Nobody with him. No one's with him. No one's with Facu Sola. Facundo tries to come in. Turn by Will Harper. Great turn by Will Harper. Unfortunately, just couldn't get his stick down in time and try and pull away from that one. In comes Facundo, a challenge. Sapo's just gone round one. He's just gone round two. Sapo Cassette. Will he do it? Here's the cut shot. Sapo with the cut. Sapo Cassette. No! Oh, my Lord. Sapo Cassette. Another one from an impossible angle. Literally from here, 3, 2, 1. I'll just cut that like a slice of cake. Through the middle it goes. Ay, ay, ay. Turning that screw deeper into the Park Place team. Wow. 6 goals today, as you can see. 6 goals that have been brutal to Park Place. Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine doing very well indeed. It's half time in this chukker, should I say, or free change, as they'll go off and get onto some fresh horses, and Park Place need to come out on some machinas because they just need to calm down a little bit, get a regroup. Will Harper pick up those men. Facu Sola seems to be cruising a little bit more. He's got a lot of time to make those plays before someone comes to him. I think they're going to have a quick team strategy talk, Park Place. There is Facu Sola. He's jumping on a horse called Real. That's that mare there called Real. Sapo is going to get on Basuela. There he is. Basuela. Nice big strong mare. Look at this goal. Look at this goal. Oh, wow. Cut shot of cut shots. 10 goals in Argentina and USA. That is why he's 10 goals. 9 goals in the UK. Definitely got to get a 10 goals in the UK. Runner-up for the Argentine Open in 2018. He was runner-up in the Hurlingham Open in 17. Last year for RS Murus Sanctus. And he's going to be playing with Facu Sola and Pablo Madonna and Juan Martin Nero in the Argentine Open. And they will be the highest rated team with Alestino at 39 goals. Wow, that's going to be amazing. Amazing to watch. Just been watching him play with Fran Elizalde on the American circuit for the Gauntlet of Polo with Jeff Hildebrand. He's played with Tonko now for a few years. Good partnership that they've got going over there in Florida as well. So here he is. He's got a great stallion as well. Sapo Cassette. Love his stallion when he brings that out. So horses cancelled out there between Matt Perry and Britos. A little backhand from Facundo Pierres just encourages the ball to get played over to the far side. Picked up beautifully on the near side by Facundo Sola. It's got to be stopped by Pierres, which he does. Britos can't quite get a stick down for that. Back comes Sola. How's he managed to come from there, leave, and come back again? That's a great shot round the back. Sapo comes in and is fighting for it now. Look at them. It's getting a bit scrappy there in front of goal, but it's picked up now. Back again to Sola. Still got it. Harper comes in, gets taken out by Perry. Sola has a shot. Comes off blocked by Pierres, and it comes down. Sola didn't see. He had another stab at it once it got deflected, but Britos was on the line. Let's have a look at this. He has a shot, gets blocked by Facu Pierres. Down it goes. Britos is coming through. Perry didn't see him, and so I think it'll be a penalty to Park Place. Yes, it will. Okay, Pierres with the drive. Up to Will Harper. Britos goes for the run. Not bad at all from Will Harper. Could have gone a little bit more to the left to make it easier for Britos, but never mind. Sola comes in. Britos has to challenge. Sapo on his own. Will Harper goes with Sola. Britos is left unmarked, and he's going to come back now to try and take Sapo. Sapo goes wide across the field. Britos has got to run, asking a little bit more speed for his horse. Sapo's on a breakaway here. He's covering a lot of ground. He's just gone from the 30-yard over the halfway line. He's still flying. Bouncing ball, but he's still got it. He looks up. He knows where the goal is. He has a go, but he couldn't quite get it. Oh, man, he's on a mission to win this game. Oh, they all stopped. I love that. They all stopped to have a look at it. And the whistle went. Matt Perry got a little bit eager. That's amazing. Facundo just waited. Pierre's just waited. Look. Oh, okay. So he's waited because I think Alexander's horse had a little check, a little stop and turn. So they're all just making sure Alexander was okay. It's nice of them. Making sure Gades managed to get off the handlebars and back into the saddle again. But a penalty has been awarded to Park Place. From the halfway line. No, and I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, but there is a sprinkling of water just appeared on the pitch. Hopefully it's just a sprinkle of a shower. Harper tries to come up, gets hooked. Harper still. It's now falls to Murus Sanctus. Sola is so good at reading these plays and grabbing this ball, firing it back down. Will Harper really working hard out there, bless him. He's getting himself fried every time and he comes off to change horses by the big boys. But wow, what a way to learn and what company to be in. Look at Andre Borodin. Oh, wow, Andre, that was so close. Backed again by Murus Sanctus, returned by Will Harper again. He's the one in the defence at the moment. This is brilliant. Facundo tries to ride the line. He does so. Sapo came across. Umpire Peter Wright was right behind. He was right behind. You can see Facu already taking that line before Sapo thought he had bags of time, but they will award a penalty to Park Place. 50 seconds to go. Park Place need this. There's a little bit of chat from Murus Sanctus. I haven't seen any cards come out as yet. Sapo just doing the shrugging of the shoulders and the old hands out by the sides. It is the classic polo way, of course, and you have to accompany it with a way. Open Vianessa, this horse of Facundo's. It's in, it's through, it's along the ground, it's a goal to Facundo Pierres, takes that to 8 goals to 9. 1 goal in it now between him and Murus Sanctus. And 30 seconds on the clock. Great that these two French organisations for the English High Goal have joined. Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine, Murus Sanctus Corinne Ricard, and La Magdeleine from Alexander Gades. They've joined forces. Alexander is going to play the Prince of Wales and the Queen's Cup, and Corinne was going to play the Gold Cup. Hence the combination of the names. It's the end of Chucker 5. 9 Murus Sanctus La Magdeleine, 8 Park Place. We are here, the Justerini and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. One more chugger to go. See you in a minute. Wow, look at that view. Look at that shot. That ominous cloud. Just, working its way across the Zakara Polo Club here in the heart of Reading, Berkshire. We are live with Polo Line. Thank you for tuning in for the sixth final chukker of this match. La Magdeleine, Murus Sanctus in the white shirts. There is Alexander Gares joining forces this year. English high goal experience for him. Kicking off with the Prince of Wales trophy. And they are playing against the Park Place boys in blue. Let's have a look at the stats before we hit the six chukker. So Park Place kicked off well. 2 goals straight off the bat, 3-1. Then they went to 6-4. It was a good 2 first chukkers, and then something happened in the third. They lost a little bit of slickness, and it went 6-6. And then it went 7-7, and then we went 8-8, and then before we know it, we are just 1 goal in front, 9-8 with Murus Sanctus, and what a breakaway from Matt Perry. He's not wasting at all, and neither is Sapo Gasset. There's 2 of them. They've got to be careful they don't push Facundo Pierres out like a... Oh, what a turn. What a turn from Facundo Sola. That is how you win a ball. Juan Britos comes in, though, steals it, pushes it too far in front of him, though. Sola will punish him for that. It's right in front. Sapo Gasset is free. Sapo shoots, hits the pony. Sapo tries again. Will Harper comes in. Oh, my God, it's a sword fight. What's going on? There's whistles, there's sticks and everything, but the ball is through. The flag goes up. That was hectic. Wow. 10-8. What a breakaway from Murus Sanctus, courtesy of Matt Perry. It got a little bit messy there in front of goal. And it goes now. What can Facundo Pierres do? And look who he's riding. Twitter, the famous Twitter. Jim Gilmore's Twitter. Harper started to play Twitter and then purchased by Facundo. The brilliant chestnut that's won best playing pony many a time. Let's hope some Twitter magic for Facundo Pierres can come out and score some goals. There it goes. There's the shot. It's a nice drive. It's up in front. It's up in front for Will Harper. Will Harper gets cancelled out by Matt Perry. Good defence from him. Here is Facundo Pierres on Twitter. Manages to finish off that last play. Great work from Matt Perry on Will Harper. And Will Harper had a go. And I think Sapo just checked up behind Facundo Pierres thinking he's never going to get that. And yes, he did. In it went. We wanted some Twitter magic, and there it was. 5 goals today so far. Facu has. Back to the middle they go. Sapo's jumped on a horse called Piadrita. Facundo Solo's on a horse called Princesa. Great stop from Park Place. Okay, now we go. We regroup. We're 9-10. 1 goal behind. Murus Sanctus. They've regrouped as well. Here we go. Attack for both teams. What's going to happen? It goes up high for Andre. Oh, he didn't see it. Didn't see where it came. And here comes the rain. This is unfortunate. We thought we'd get away with it. It started raining in the last chukker yesterday with the White Crane match and the Monterosso. It's just starting to rain now. Juan Britos tries to drive and find Pierres. Comes off the back of a horse. He has another go at it. There's a lot of traffic there. He's got to move out of the way. Watch out. Alexander leaves it for Juan Britos. Takes it across. Here comes the shot. Perry. Matt Perry tries to come in. That's great pressure for him. He's got to clear the shot now. And there is the foul. He tried to go through, forced him. Unfortunately, did Facundo on Matt Perry. And that's what they wanted, a penalty. And it worked. Look at this. He's got to try and get out the way. But he kind of then played it underneath him and then ran down that line. Matt Perry said surely. And umpires... penalty to Park Place. So if they get this, we're back to 10-10. Are we going to go to overtime? Let me know. Let us know on Polo Line. Half change now, free change as we go. 3:55 on the clock. This is exciting. Pierres gallops off on Twitter. Andre Borodin on his favourite horse, apparently, I hear. Tia Repetida, one of Andre's favourites. Will Harper, he's had a great game. He's really going well. The young 18-year-old turns 19 in a couple of weeks' time. Son of James Harper. Oh, we just make sure that Will's okay. Yeah, he's holding his hand. He got caught in that cancelled out each other when they hooked each other with Matt Perry maybe slightly earlier on that run. There was a lot of force that probably ricocheted through those sticks. Played in 2020 with Park Place Vara when they ran out 2 teams in the Gold Cup. And then he played in the Park Place main team for Queen's Cup. And there comes the spray. The spray of all sprays. Here comes the rain as well. So engineered a little bit. A lot of traffic in the way. Matt Perry fell straight in front of that. Facundo Pires takes that penalty. They've changed horses for the last time. Or will it be? Will it go to overtime? Matt Perry's jumped on a horse called Felix. Facundo Sola was on Princessa. I'm not sure who he's jumped on now. And Sapo has jumped on a beautiful mare called Trucha. Let's see how Trucha move around the field. You can see the windscreen wipers going on the cars. You can see everybody putting their jackets down. There is the shot from the penalty from Facundo Pires. We're back to level pegging. It's 10-10 here in the 6 at Zakara Polo Club for this last chukker of the Prince of Wales. Whoever loses this gets knocked out. Whoever wins goes to penalty shootout. It's all to play for. This is an important match. More matches tomorrow as well. M-Law's game has been rescheduled for tomorrow. And so is we've got Shokamoli and Scone tomorrow as well. Should have been M-Law Vikings this morning. So 2 games tomorrow on Polo Line. Make sure you tune in to watch both of those. Then it'll be penalty shootout on Thursday. And then the final, Saturday sub-final, followed by the final at 3 o'clock at the Royal County of Berkshire. Juan Brito's just getting hooked up there with his stick on Sola. But they've unreleased each other, which is great. No whistle from the umpire. Matt Perry thought he had that, but Will Harper is going good. He hurt his hand, he came off, he had some spray, it's fine now. There's the liver chestnut that we saw Facundo jumped on earlier. Had a really good one. It came out in the first or second, I think. There it is now. Oh, Juan Britos leaves it. This is good. Attacking from Park Place. It's Britos, then Pires. Pires, then Britos. Sapo Cassette goes back. Impossible angle. Hooked out of it by Sola. What a cut shot from Matt Perry. Wow. Cleared that well. Right over to the board. Stopped the Park Place attack straight away. Beautiful play. Matt Perry goes on. What a great strike from Sola. Will it stay in? No, it doesn't. Bounces out over the board, so be a free ball for the Park Place team. Takes it quickly up to Britos, being hassled by Murus Sanctus. Juan, that didn't get to where it should have gone. Trying to get it through the grounds, just getting a bit sticky now. Just affecting how these guys play. Also, their string as well. They had one string sorted when the sun was shining, and then they changed the string when the sun didn't shine and the rain came. And here's Sapo. I told you this horse, Trucha, has got some legs, and yes, it has. Oh, over the top of that one. Back to Pires. Facu now. Across the goal, dangerous territory right next to Sola. He lost it before here. Make sure he clears it this time. Sola comes in for the ride-off. They cancel each other out. Will Harper's there. Cassette comes in to challenge Harper, but Britos is alone. This is good. He leaves it now for Pires. There's the drive up to Harper. Harper can go from here. Matt Perry's there waiting. Harper's not sure what to do just yet. He tries to go for it, says Perry's in the way. Was Perry in the way? Let's have a look. He thinks it looked like it was from here. The umpires might have blown that. Let's have a look. He goes forwards with one hit. He then comes in. And then Facundo comes in of Sapo. And the umpires have said, yeah, they're blowing that for Park Place. Third man in the sky, Tim Bown. Peter Wright and Ben Turner, the mounted officials on the ground. And you can see the replay there. There we go. Always love the shots of the horses looking on, ears forwards, watching the game, ready to get on there. Sapo's horses there. One of his spares there, you can see. Here we go. 10-10, 60-yard penalty, 120. This is going to decide who goes home and who goes to penalties. Oh, yes, he's done it. He's done it. I can hear some cries down from the Park Place camp. They've taken the lead now. They might have got this now. There's still time, though. There's still time for Murus to come back. Does this mean they are going home? Will this mean Park Place qualifies to go through to the penalty shootout? There's 59 seconds on the clock. Can still be done from here. A little breakaway by Sappo would make it all count. In it goes. Pressure. Will Harper on Matt Perry. Matt Perry's just can't get it away. Will Harper there. He leaves it now. He knows he's got... Oh, no, 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 no. Will Harper. Not the time to give away a penalty. Sappo was just waiting. He was just waiting. And then he launched forwards to ride that line. Oh, young Will Harper. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, we're going to go to overtime. Let us know. This, I told you it would be a good game, ladies and gentlemen. Always is when these two Titan players, Sappo Cassette, Facundo Pierres clash, and Juan Britos Facu Sola. Some great horsepower. Start of the season as well. It's all about the longevity. Some of these horses aren't coming out yet that you'll see later on in the high goal. I haven't seen Open Tulipan or Mega Sexy or anybody like that yet. They'll come out later. We got Queen's Cup. We've got the Gold Cup. Here we go. Sappo Cassette. He's good at the 60s. Up it goes. Oh, yeah. It's gone wide. Oh, wow. Park Place can breathe a sigh of relief. They're going to call it there. They're shaking hands. Are they calling it? They've still got a bit of time. Facundo wants to play. Well, no, they're not. Let's just have a look. Let's make sure. Hang on a sec. They're all shaking hands. They haven't finished yet. Let's double check before we start wrapping up. They did this the other day. No, still got time to play. Here it is. So I'm just getting some confirmation back that the clock started at 7:30 in this chukker and not 7. So they got confused. And so there is still time to go. Sorry, the opposite. It was at 7 and not 7:30. So they got a little bit confused with the timer on the scoreboard. Hence, there was still some play to go. A penalty has just been drawn from Park Place. You can see Facundo just cantering up nice and quietly to the middle and saying, yeah, I'd like the ball here, please. I'm not going to discuss anything about any other penalties. I know it's for me. Let's get on with it. Murus Sanctus not happy about that. Little bit of confusion on the scoreboard, but hey, we're back now. We know how long is left. You can see on the clock, they are still in the lead. There is still time. It can be done. All it needs is a dodgy penalty to be given away and then a conversion, and we're back to overtime. Love this liver chestnut. One of the new ones to the string. Ay. Another whistle. Facu Sola comes in. He thought he was okay. The umpires say no. I didn't see. I think that was just quite a strong ride-off, in my opinion. Let's have a look. Did he come in at a bit of an angle? It's hard to say. We're this side of the horse, not that side. But another penalty given away in the concession of 10 seconds. To Murus Sanctus. Facu Sola not happy. Oh no. Please don't tell me there was more back chat from Facu. Oh, I thought for a minute there he was going to... he went cantering towards... Peter Wright went cantering towards the 40-yard penalty, and I thought he was going to move it. Here we go. Last chance saloon to get one more for Facu Pierres. Up it goes for Park Place. Straight through. Flag goes up. They can't be long now. That's over. That's done it. Murus Sanctus, unfortunately, great effort from them. I really thought they were going to come out as the winners in this one. But as he always does at the last part of the game, when the pressure is right on him, he just seems to come out with some extra 150 50% instead of 100, and Facu Pierres just brings Park Place back to 12 goals to 10. A great effort from both teams. They ran out of time. I would have loved to have seen some overtime. Two huge organisations. Unfortunately, they go home. Park Place go to the penalty shootout on Thursday. They qualify for that. 12 teams in this tournament, 2 in each league. And there are the stats. 3-1, 6-4, 6-6. So they had a great start, Park Place, but then the tables turned. Murus Sanctus came back. Then it went 7-7, 8-9 in the 5th. And then some penalties. They've scored they gave away a lot of penalties, Park Place. A lot of penalties. Will Harper took a while to get going. But they took the win, and that's what counts. Horses are just getting more and more dialed in to the game, ready for the start of this high goal season. And that's what the Prince of Wales are all about. Kicks off these teams, kicks off the horsepower, and very interesting to see how Park Place develop. A smile on Andre's face. He always likes to win, not a man that likes to lose, and just having a brilliant American season. And there's Facu Pierres, a little bit happier than he was a couple of chuggers ago when I heard him having a go at young Will Harper. And I hope his hand's all right, Will Harper. Learning from the best, that's how you learn. And you're with some of the strongest players there. Can't wait to see how young Will Harper develops. One for the bright future for sure up there with the Hines from Englishman. His father, James Harper, playing for White Crane this year as well. Here are some of the best goals from the match. This was one from Will, just talking about him there. He had a great first 2 chukkers, Will Harper. Absolute storming game. This was beautiful from Sapo. I mean, it went up, 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 literally like a rugby conversion. No one could punch that out the air. This was an impossible Facundo Pierres angle neck shot that only he does so well. And here is even better from Matt Perry. Boom time, Matt Perry takes it straight through. And here comes Juan Britos. Looks over his shoulder. And this was the one that bounced up a little bit, and he just needed to help that through. Another one that Facundo Pierres didn't think was going to go through. Sapo Gasset, goal-scoring machine today. And that is it. Look at the stats now. 6 field goals to 7, pretty close. 8 throw-ins to 14, Murus Sanctus, and that is how they started to come back in the second half. Fouls committed. Murus Sanctus turned that around. It was Park Place that were in the lead on fouls committed. They were a bit higher than Murus Sanctus in the second half. Just started causing a few more. Yellow card. We had one for Facu, and he came back about a decision that he didn't like. Safety penalties there, 6-7, 3-4, no safety penalties. So that is it. That's 12-10. Nice win for Park Place, only just. La Magdeleine, Murus Sanctus nearly there, could have had it. One more chucker or a little bit more overtime would have definitely shown us a great game. But they did it at the end. Congratulations to mighty Borodin and his Blue Army. And thank you so much to all of you for tuning in to Polo Line and watching the Justerini and Books Prince of Wales Trophy. The coverage here hosted by the Royal County of Berkshire Polo Club, produced by Polo Line TV. We have games tomorrow. M-Law game against Vikings rescheduled. We'll let you know on social media as soon as we know what time that'll be. And then we have Chocomole and Scone. You want to see Adolfo Cambiasso and you want to see Porotto Cambiasso, the father and son duo, work their magic on the English high goal. Then it is definitely one for you to tune in to tomorrow. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'm Carl Uda Martinez from all of us here at Polo Line. We'll see you again tomorrow.